Let's see what they have to say.
From the studio who turned Luke and Han into Puke and Gone, and the director who
Puke
imagined
and Gone.
Wolverine as a broke-down shell of his former self, comes Hollywood's latest reminder that time is the great destroyer, and we're all marching toward irrelevance and bitter disappointment. Shocking no one showed up for this one, isn't it? Let me die, please. No. Let me die, please. I am so depressed. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Indiana Jones is back, and since everyone hated Crystal Skull's happy ending, he's sad. His wife left him. His students don't want to sleep with him anymore. And he's the only man alive who misses Shia LaBeouf.
He was gonna die.
But when
Only
he's
man
visited
alive.
by his beloved goddaughter, whose name never came up before,
I'm her godfather.
Harrison Ford will be whisked off for one last trip around the world
That
of
shot.
elder abuse. Stop. The man is in his 80s. He belongs in a museum. Fleabag Waller
what is this guy
joins the
gonna do?
franchise as Helena Shaw, a real Disney executive type.
The only thing worth believing in ever is cash.
She's charming and seductive,
Oh my God.
presumably. Take the other character's word for it.
That's right.
I want to show you something.
Gosh.
I thought maybe you returned because you loved me.
Who's so clearly set up to be the next Indy. They put a map of Indiana on her forehead. She's strong with her own boy servant Teddy.
Okay.
This literal straw hat pirate as Jinzy's answer to Short Round, who's less about put downs and more about putting Nazis down for good. And he learns how to fly from the movie school of bullshit. Hey, good for you, kid. Maybe you'll also win an Oscar
Just
in 38
randomly.
years, and Harrison will be there to. Oh, never mind. When you've already done Nazis, cults, Nazis, and aliens, it's Nazi time
Go
again.
back to Nazis.
They're working with Mason, a clueless CIA agent from the shallow end of the deep state.
Didn't understand her
killed three
character.
American civilians and blew up a nationally televised parade.
Kraber, who keeps this actor streak going as the most forgettable part of your favorite franchise. The Wolfenstein boss you have to take out to get the blue key card. And Voller, Mads Mikkelsen's third magic Nazi. He's more obsessed with World War II than your dad. And this Monday morning Führerback wants to kill Hitler for all the wrong reasons.
I saw every mistake, every blunder, and I will correct them all.
I say let him try. He's the only German alive with bad time management skills.
14 BC, you got the wrong war.
Gain a new appreciation for Steven Spielberg as you watch director James Mangold's cover band version. That
Cover
uses
band
cutting-edge
version.
tech to make Harrison Ford look like a melting wax figure of himself.
Rooms in rubble. The Fuhrer's in hiding.
Still can't de-age that voice though, huh?
Melting
and
wax.
has him Forrest Gump his way through some decent action set pieces. Until
Yo.
the ending brings the fabled Dial of Destiny back to ancient Greece so that
Right.
Archimedes can invent the Dial of Destiny? Wait, not only is that a paradox, but it's another indie movie where the same thing happens if he never does anything.
Don't look right! Keep your eyes shut!
Except for a few more dead people, I guess. Sorry.
There is that.
Friend was just murdered.
So enjoy a film that's remarkably similar to your own father. It's familiar.
This is going in a museum.
Eels, they look like snakes.
No, they don't. Where doesn't it hurt?
Here.
Probably on its
That was
second
cute.
marriage, and good for a few short bursts of enthusiasm. But talking big
Jeez.
picture here has nothing new to offer and just wants to be left alone to relive the past.
Yeah.
Hello, Namena, Vazisasboro. Helena, get on the plane. I'll be all right.
Hey, maybe it is time to start coming up with new movie heroes after all. What do you
Maybe.
think, boomers? Never? Great. Just checking.
Never?
Starring Welcome to the Past, My Bedtime.
My Bedtime.
The 40-year-old version.
Oh, God.
Destiny's Child. Capencito Rapaz. A rocket
what?
scientist getting into right-wing politics. Concerning Bad Pit.
Oh, God.
slacks. CIA. Dr. Jones, the other one. No, you're thinking of Aristotle. That's Archimedes. Different guy. Us. That's so
That's all I heard when he
Ravenwood.
was talking about.
hate. And Cold Cocks.
Cold cocks. Oh, God. Yeah, that he shouldn't be alive.
Wrinkled in Time.
Wrinkled in Time. Oh my God. That was actually
Believe
good.
in magic, Wombat.
What? You witnessed the Ark of the Covenant melt everyone's face. You got brainwashed by the spirit of Kali. You drank from the Holy Grail. Explored an alien spaceship.
Thank you.
You believe in magic.
You believe. To this day, the Temple of Doom is still my favorite Indiana Jones movie, just period. So, but this was good. Like they hit on all the things that don't work for this movie. Like I thought that James Mangold was going to try to do a Logan-esque take on this. I thought James Mangold was going to do a Logan-esque take on Indiana Jones, and it didn't really go that route of like him kind of, I don't know. It didn't really go that route on him kind of reminiscing on the, and while it did reminisce on some of the mistakes he's made and things of that nature, and if he could go back in time, he would fix some things with his son and all that kind of stuff. I thought it was gonna be more of that, because you have this device where you can go back in time and actually change things. I thought there'd be something there. The ending of the movie is the best part, though. Them going back to ancient Greece, like, what was it, 200 something BC, 214, 240 something, can't remember. 200 something BC, them going back. That was a cool reveal. That was a cool, like, change up to everything that was happening beforehand. Because prior to that, it's just a lot of talking and giving information to the bad guys, and the bad guys catching. It's just all the same stuff we've seen in Indiana Jones. There's nothing new that's offered in the movie, nothing new as far as a plot device, nothing new in terms of the story. It's just something you've seen before. I like, though, how Honest Trailers highlights how if Indiana Jones didn't do anything, really none of this would have happened. Like, nothing would have changed anything, really, in the end. But it was cool to see Marion, show up at the end, and they have their little nostalgic moment from the first movie again as just really old people. Like that was cute. But the CIA agent, like, there was really no purpose for her to be there. I didn't understand. But the CIA agent, there was really no point for her to be there. I didn't understand really the whole CIA aspect to this and why they were a part of this. I get it. Mads Mikkelsen's character was kind of working with them, but he was doing his own thing. That was cool. But it just felt like odd and just tacked on for no reason. So I didn't enjoy that. But that's enough on me with this. Let's get to the pitch meeting and we'll be done with this. But that's enough of me on this. Wrinkled in Time is probably one of their really best titles, though. I love that. But let's get to the pitch meeting and see what Ryan George has on that one.
So, you have a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. I was thinking we'd do a movie where an octogenarian goes on an action-packed adventure.
Oh, that does sound like a good time.
Right?
Yeah.
Because what the hell does an octopus doctor know about adventure? It's like a fish out of water story.
Doctor.
No, an octogenarian means a person in their 80s. Why would anyone want to watch that?
Because this geriatric dude is none other than Indiana Jones.
He's the character from the things that have made us money before.
Exactly.
So
The
I figure
Things.
we strike while the iron's hot and make a fifth movie. And by the iron being hot, you mean Harrison Ford is still alive.
Gotcha.
We're gonna start the movie with a younger Indiana Jones in 1944, right? But Harrison Ford's not a young person. You know that. I figure we just de-age him
You
for
know
the entire
that.
sequence. Wouldn't it be kind of weird to have the voice of an 80-year-old Harrison Ford coming out of a CGI younger body?
Oh, 100%.
But here's the thing, I figure we do it anyway.
That works.
Yep. So anyway, there's gonna be this big set
my
piece
God.
on a moving train with Indy and his buddy Basil and a bunch of Nazis.
Very exciting.
And it's gonna end with the good guys escaping with half of this dial thing and the main bad guy Voller getting bonked on the head by a passing metal thing and going flying.
Oh, so he dies.
Thank you.
Yes, he does. He's not an alive person at all anymore. He is, though. He's
There's
gonna come
no
back
way.
later and be the main bad guy of the
No
movie.
mark,
Does he have like a
nothing.
massive scar
No.
on account of how that definitely destroyed his
No.
skull? No, he's all good. Dude looks great.
Oh.
Destroyed his
No,
skull.
he doesn't. He died. He's a dead guy. No, I've seen the movie Speed. He got Dennis Hoppered, it sounds like. Anyway, let's jump forward to
Dennis Hoppered.
1969, and Indy is old and grumpy and getting separated, and his son has died, and he's sad. He's so sad.
Oh, my God.
See, that's the thing. When you bring back an old character that people love, you gotta make them sad and miserable.
God.
I don't make the rules.
Do I?
I don't know. Somebody must have made that rule, though, because we keep doing that. So
Do
yeah,
I?
his life sucks and he hates it and he's sad. Nice. And one day his goddaughter Helena is gonna show up, and she's the daughter of that dude Basil, that British dude who's now deceased. Okay. And so what's gonna happen then is that she's the main character now. Oh, yeah, this is her movie now. So an older Harrison Ford character has a crappy life, split up from his significant other, lost a son, teams up with a younger female character with a British accent who takes over the movie. Yeah, I thought that might be cool. This is a Star Wars. Oh, okay, yeah. I
This
thought
is a Star
familiar.
Wars.
Well, we own that, so this is okay. That's
It's
a good
fine.
point. Copy paste. So anyway, this woman goes to see Indy, saying she wants to research his half dial that he has, but really she wants to steal it and sell it on the black market. Oh, very sneaky. And then some Nazis show up and kill some of Indy's co-workers, and Indy becomes the #1 suspect in their murder. Murder's illegal. That's not good. And so after he escapes, he goes to see his old friend Sala, because this guy knows where the black market stuff goes down. He's from the other movies. Yeah, he is. And Sala's like, you know, Indy, I love going on adventures and I miss it so much. I just wish I could go on one final adventure. That's all I want. Just one last adventure. Wow. Yeah. And so Indy's like, nope, and he leaves. Indy goes to Morocco to stop Elena from doing this black market auction thing, and she's like, aren't you wanted for murder back home? That's kind of heartless. 2 of his co-workers just died. Yeah, anyway, then the Nazis show up again. Oh, they do? Yeah, that's just kind of what they do. Whenever the characters go anywhere, the Nazis pop out, and they're like, hey, it's us. Remember from earlier? We're the Nazis. Here we are. Very annoying Nazis. So why does everyone want this dial anyway? We'll see. It's kind of a time travel device, and so this main bad guy wants to go back, kill Hitler, take his place, and win the war. Oh, wow, I can see why Indy wants to stop this guy. Oh, well, we're only gonna find out about that plan with like 10 minutes left in the movie. It feels like if we reveal that before, it might help raise the stakes a little bit. No. Okay, so anyway, then they gotta go diving in a shipwreck to find a thing that'll tell them where to find the other half of the thing. Oh, heck yeah, go get that thing that tells you where the thing is. So then they get it, but then Nazis show up. You did say that would happen. I did.
So surprising.
Helena translates this entire thing for them, but then throws a stick of dynamite at them so the good guys can escape on a boat. If she was planning on doing that, why bother actually deciphering it for them? Unclear. And so then Indy and his goddaughter and Teddy escape on a boat, but Voller watches them through his binoculars. He's got binoculars. That's how he always knows where to pop out with his Nazi friends. Wait, who's Teddy? Oh, right. Well, Teddy's a child that Helena brings around with her to commit crimes with. Being a child criminal is tight. Yeah, he's gonna be kind of a comic relief. Fun. He's gonna handcuff a man to a metal grate underwater and leave him there to drown. Oh my god. Anyway, so eventually the bad guys get all the pieces of the thing and they shoot Indy, bring him on a plane, and fly away.
He stays alive the whole time.
Oh, because he's one of the main characters and the movie's not done. Got it. So they fly this plane through time, but instead of landing in 1939 like they wanted to, they end up in 212 BC at the siege of Syracuse. Whoopsie. So now the Romans and the Nazis are fighting because the Romans think that the plane is a dragon. Oh, what is going on? But luckily, Teddy the psychopath also flew a plane through the time portal thing. The kid
Teddy the psychopath.
Because see, we've established that he has an interest in them. That works. Right. So then the bad guys crash their plane and die, and Indy and the gang run into Archimedes, who's the guy who actually made this dial thing. Yeah, and so since Indy's hurt, he's like, I think I'm gonna stay in history. This is pretty perfect for me. And Helena's like, no, you can't stay. Oh, it's gonna be tough for her to bring him home if he's that convinced. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, she punches him and then he wakes up in his bed in the 60s in New York. So she punched him, carried his unconscious body onto a plane, back through time, probably onto another plane to New York, to his apartment, into bed. It was a pretty good punch. And she tracked down Marion, who has now forgiven Indy and wants to be with him again. Why? Because the movie's done now. Oh, okay. And so that's about it. What do you think? Wait. Isn't
all it
Indy
takes.
still wanted for murder? Hey, shut up. And so that's about it. What do you think? Listen, I mean, you can't go wrong with an Indiana Jones movie. Well, I mean, people didn't really like that last time. You can't go wrong with an Indiana Jones movie more than once.
Yes, actually, you can. Yeah, this one was a little bit of a letdown for me. I was hoping it'd be better. I didn't hear many good things about it, but it's on Disney Plus now, so you can check it out if you'd like. But it's a movie that just doesn't have anything new to say or do, and things just kind of happen, especially the ending. It just kind of ends. Marion and Indy are back together. They're doing their little nostalgic thing from the first movie. She forgives him all of a sudden. And then it does this thing at the end, like where he takes his hat off a clothesline, making you think the adventures are going to continue. They don't need to continue at all. Like, the last one was good from the aspect that he could still do some action. This one, barely any. He's running and he's like so out of breath when he's running. Nothing really happens from an action perspective for Indiana Jones in this movie. He's just way too old. Stop it. Do something new. Maybe be in the same universe, but do something new. Obviously, Sony has the Uncharted movies, so if they do some more of those, that could kind of take the place of this. But I'm sure Lucasfilm and Disney want to do more Indiana Jones type movies. So do something in the same universe, but don't do any more of these. He doesn't need to be in any more movies. Not in an action perspective. This was really just Star Wars all over again. Sequel series, Star Wars all over again. So that's kind of what was happening here. So few of my thoughts there. I want your thoughts in the comments below. What'd you think of the Honest trailer and the pitch meeting? Which one was better for you? I like both, actually. I thought Wrinkle in Time or Wrinkled in Time, that was great. As far as the title and a lot of the different aspects were actually, they worked. They talked about the movie well. I felt balanced. Didn't feel like it was really bashing it for the most part. Like, both felt balanced. The pitch meeting and the Honest trailer, as far as how they were going at the movie and the things that just didn't make sense. But pitch meeting obviously has a really great way they do that. So I enjoy it. Ryan George, good job. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Check out the other videos I got for you guys here, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.